July 6th in Las Vegas. Ashley and I went down there with Brandon Vera, and we were there for the fights. We were there for the middleweight championship fight between Anderson Silva and Chris Weidman. And history went down, man. It was unbelievable what we witnessed. Chris Weidman shocked the world and knocked out Anderson Silva to become the UFC middleweight champion. And now he's in the studio with us. What's going on, Chris?
What's going on? Great job on the clapping audio guy.
Right? Yeah. We got everything here.
Can we get some more clapping?
Yeah, you deserved it, man. You deserved it. So, Chris, I'm going to immediately let you off the hook because I'm a big UFC fan. I watch all the different shows and stuff like that. So I've seen you be interviewed already. I mean, it must be 1,000 times since you've won the title. And I feel like they're asking you the same questions over and over and over again. It's the, what's it like being the champion? How has it changed you? Were you mad when Anderson started showboating? Did you think that he threw the fight? Like, I've heard them all ask you.
Okay,
let's see. What else do we? I mean, have you heard these questions about a million times?
You're on the money, actually.
I mean, it's got to be brutal. I mean, you seriously have been all over the world, literally all over the world, because they've flown you to Brazil, to all these different places, talking about the fight, talking about your rematch, all these things. I mean, it must be exhausting.
Yeah, it's been the traveling has been kind of crazy. This last week, I just bought a new house and I was able to stay home for a week straight, which was amazing.
Did you get that flood insurance?
Actually, we bought a new house and it's not near the water.
Okay,
so I don't
good.
get the flood insurance.
Good, because I know you were part of that whole.
I give everybody a heads up. Yeah, my house got hit by Hurricane Sandy.
Yeah.
Now, because of my last fight, now I'm able to buy a new house away from the water.
Attaboy.
Being by the water is not what it used to be.
Especially you go through something like Sandy. You're like, I don't know that I want to be anywhere near.
Yeah. Property value is not exactly what it used to be.
Right. Everything's beach property now. It's like, what the heck? Yeah. So anyway, so you got a new house and they got you flying around all over the place?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of flying and trying to train at the same time, but...
How distracting is that? I mean, because you literally have the biggest rematch fight of your career coming up in December. How distracting has it been?
Distracting? I don't know if it's distracting like on my focus. It's more distracting just on my schedule and my time. It's just time consuming. So
will you at some point shut it down and go, listen, I can't do anymore. I got to concentrate on this.
I'm doing this, and then I'm actually going. I'm going home for a day in New York. Okay. And then flying out to Washington D.C. for a day for UFC.
Okay.
Flying back home for a day. Going to Germany for 5 days, and then I'm done.
My gosh.
And I'm done, and then I'm shutting it down.
Just a quick trip to Germany, and then you're done, and then you're out.
Over to Dusseldorf.
Yeah, no big deal.
Some bratwurst. Oktoberfest it up. And then
they're all perfect. That's good timing.
Wow.
I mean, it's crazy. Your schedule is nuts. I mean, obviously it's amped now that you're the champ, even more so. So what's been the wildest thing that you've had to do so far? Is it going over to Brazil, or what do you think?
I sound like Anderson.
You did sound like Anderson right there.
It's normal. I don't know, I guess going to Brazil. I don't know.
You have to think about it.
Yeah,
that's
Brazil.
tough. I mean, because
my mind's not working anymore. By the way,
I know. It's got to be much.
Brazil sounds good. Let's
all right. So let's go back to the night of the fight. Ashley and I, like I said, we were in the crowd when we were there. Everybody was going nuts, man. They were handing out American flags and
Which
Brazilian.
one did you have?
You know what? Here's the deal.
Are you Brazilian?
Not at all.
Or anti-American?
I could never wave a different country's flag, so I grabbed the American flag.
But you were an Anderson Silva fan.
I was wearing my Anderson Silva shirt.
Oh, damn. Punch him out. Punch him out.
Who wants to see this guy get kicked?
No, come on. Chris, you won me over.
Too bad. You're lucky that this is a radio show.
No. Please don't do that.
If there was some cameras on me right now.
Thank you. Head kick. Damn it.
Yeah.
Some disrespect. I come to this radio station.
No, Chris.
This guy doesn't even like me.
I apologize for it.
No,
That is some disrespect.
no.
Disgusting.
Please no. Please no.
Disgusting.
The balls.
I was waving the American flag.
How dare you?
I love how my crew throws me under the bus like this. It's really nice.
So, Ashley, what shirt? You told me what flag you were waving. What shirt were you wearing?
Yeah.
She was wearing like a backless number. I mean, it had nothing to do with UFC.
Good, that's better.
She was there to look good.
I was rooting for you and only you, Chris.
But I heard you screaming, Anderson.
That's love.
Yeah, it is love. It is love.
That's love.
Yeah.
Well, here's the deal. I mean, you recognize, obviously, that Anderson Silva, I mean, coming in, greatest fighter of all time, still is considered the greatest fighter of all time. And so I'm a huge UFC fan. It was my first chance to see Anderson live. I mean, I didn't think that you were the biggest underdog in the world. I knew that you were a legit threat to the title.
Right.
But, I mean, I was there. I mean, I was excited to see Anderson Silva. You came in, you shocked the world, and now, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are, like, blown away by that.
Yeah, no, it's great. You know what's funny about the underdog thing? Yeah, I shocked the world, but I was like the closest odds he's ever had.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like plus 190 at towards the end, which was definitely the closest he's had in a long, long time.
Right.
So it wasn't like I was a huge underdog.
No.
People try to compare me to like Matt Serra and GSP.
beating,
Matt Serra's my boy. I'm like, he really shocked the world.
No doubt.
I beat a guy who's known as the greatest of all time. But as far as being a hugest underdog, I definitely
You brought that style that I think most people were thinking, this is really going to be a problem for Anderson Silva. If you took him down and you grounded him out, kind of like Chael Sonnen did, but you didn't have to do that. You did at one point take him down, and there was a bit of a scramble on the ground, but you knocked him out. You KO'd him on the feet.
Yep.
So it wasn't like what people were thinking how you were going to beat him, you beat him in another way.
Yeah, which is pretty
Which
cool.
makes you the greatest of all time.
Yeah, but
right?
you know what? But then it makes it more of a fluke. But I mean, actually, I'm wrong with that. No matter what I was gonna do in that fight, there's gonna be people saying it was a fluke. If I
Right.
would have submitted him in the first round, knocked him out in the first round, went to a decision, there was gonna be something that Anderson Silva didn't do right.
Right.
Was the reason why I won,
And that's what
why
people are saying now.
And that's why the rematch is gonna be very
Yeah,
exciting.
people are saying because Anderson was showboating and put his hands down and doing the thing that he does, that if he doesn't do that, then clearly he's going to beat you.
Yeah, I'm in trouble now.
Yeah,
I wish
right.
I actually didn't do what I did. I wish I didn't knock him out because now I'm gonna get really beat up.
You're in big trouble, Chris.
Sorry, Anderson.
I thought it was interesting. I interviewed Chris for the Ashley After Show, and I was like, what kind of stuff does he say when he's taunting you in there? And the whole time...
Yeah, the whole time he was just like, no wrestling, stand up fight, give it a stand up fight.
Well, yeah, okay, sure. Let me just do what you want.
Yeah, but like literally...
And I agreed with him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, then I'll knock you out.
How?
Yeah.
But, and he was like, show these guys a good fight, no, don't wrestle, don't get on the ground. So it's like he was almost telling Chris what to do and what not to do in the cage, which I thought that was like an interesting mind
Well, there are mind games.
It was
going
all
on,
mind
right?
game. Yeah, it's all just trying to get into my head, make
It's
me feel.
weird.
First of all, I mean, he's known for guys have punched him lots of times, and he plays like it doesn't hurt him.
Right.
He claps his hands.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah,
It's
a
all.
whole
It's
thing.
just
Blow
all.
kisses.
It comes
Whole
down
thing.
to a chess match, and it begins with the mind, and he does a great job, better than anybody.
So, I mean, you got to be almost jumping for joy with this rematch. Like, you got to be so excited to have this so you can prove everybody, listen, I did it once, I can do it again.
Oh yeah, I'm very excited. This fight, is not just about Anderson Silva. It's about trying to really separate myself from the rest of the division.
Yeah.
Good.
Really showing everybody in the world that I'm here to be champion and here to be champion for a long time.
Yeah, and clearly you're not ever looking past a guy like Anderson Silva, but are you kind of excited to think about the future and like defending your belt against other guys that's not named Anderson Silva?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, all that's on my mind really is Anderson Silva. But my goal is, to be champion for a long time. So there's going to be other challenges after this, and it's going to be exciting. But right now, Anderson Silva's the biggest. They're saying it's going to be the biggest fight in UFC history.
That's
So
what I'm saying.
doubt,
this is the
dude.
one I'm excited about. I don't
No
know
doubt,
who
dude.
knows what's going to beat this
Right
after.
after
So
the fight.
I gotta be pumped for this.
Right after you won the belt, they were talking that they might have this fight at Cowboy Stadium.
Dude.
Wow.
I mean, can you even picture that? Like, that seems crazy to me.
That would be really crazy.
At some point, they are going to hold an MMA fight there, but that would have been pretty impressive if they would have done there.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll get another one that goes in there.
There you go.
Yeah, maybe me versus John Jones.
Oh, wait, what are we saying?
What?
Who's the
There
king
could
of
be
the? I don't know.
super
What
fight?
would you
Whoa.
guys? What do you think is better? What do you think is bigger?
Okay.
If I called out John Jones after I beat Anderson Silva, and where would you rather see that fight? Where do you think is bigger? Madison Square Garden, if they legalize it in New York, or he's from New York, I'm from New York.
You're right.
She's excited.
Yeah.
Or Cowboy Stadium.
Well, I think the magnitude of a super fight between Chris Weidman and John Jones, like, it has to be one of those two places. That would be so enormous. Madison Square Garden, if they have the first ever legalized fight in New York, I mean, that's not a bigger fight than that.
That would be sick.
But you put...
That'd be my
and
backyard,
hometown,
my first time
right?
ever fighting in New York.
How cool would that be?
Dream come true.
That's a dream come true. That's what's happening.
Right.
Cowboy Stadium will have to wait for the rematch.
We're going on MSG. All right, now we got to
Sorry,
get it,
Jerry Jones.
Now we got to get it legal in New York,
Yeah,
which is
that's cool.
ridiculous.
We're
The
on it.
one state in our country how it's not legal, how MMA is not legal in New York is beyond me.
nuts.
And being a kid from New York, like that's got to baffle you.
Yeah, it's
And what do they say? It's too brutal of a sport? Or?
Oh, it's a whole mess, guys.
and honestly, it comes down to politics. Dirty politics.
Yeah.
It's not even normal.
It's
politics.
like
It's
In
not even
New
good-
York?
No joke.
What?
It's the culinary union.
Yeah.
Is the reason why MMA is not legal.
Like, I
in
went
New
to
York.
lobby for MMA in New York and Albany, and literally everybody's on board for it. Senators, every senator, pretty
Crazy.
much, all the assemblymen, everybody's on board for it. But it comes down to the guy who puts the vote on the floor of the assembly works in the same building as all the culinary union workers,
Yeah.
and the owners of the UFC own all these Vegas casinos, and they don't allow unions to work in their casinos. Can you believe that?
So
The
that's
Vegas
why MMA
politics
is not legal in New York.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That
Because of union issues in Vegas.
Right.
Yeah.
Great.
makes total sense, right?
That's
Wow.
so wow.
Eventually, it's going to be.
Of course.
Because you can't. It's the biggest sport in the world right
Yeah.
now. It's so it's
Pretty
growing so
sad.
huge.
Sad, though.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit, Chris, why you're in San Diego. Because this is really cool. The Bad Boy Crew is getting together. We talked a little bit about this with Brandon Vera last week.
Yes.
Bad Boy Crew's getting together, and they're all going to be hanging out at the Alliance Gym this Saturday, putting on this huge seminar, right?
Yeah, no, it's going to be huge. 10 a.m. You got all these UFC stars going to be teaching. 10 a.m. on Saturday,
Right.
Alliance Gym. You could sign
Chula
up
Vista.
at lionsgym.com, I
Yes.
think, or lionsgym.com, or you could just show up at 10 a.m. and sign up.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty good.
So, I mean,
It's gonna be awesome.
It's
so
going to
not
be
only
amazing.
Yeah, it
not
is.
only can you learn stuff like, jiu-jitsu and wrestling and Muay
Yeah.
Thai and all that stuff from UFC fighters.
Oh, yeah,
and
Chris.
the best in the business.
Yeah.
Well, Chris is getting out of here.
Oh,
But
I won't be
Damien.
there. Let's not false advertise.
yeah, you get
I was actually going to go with you on that. Yeah, I'll be there.
right. Sure.
And you're like,
No.
I better
Then
not
on my
lie.
Twitter feed, it'd be like,
Yeah.
on the way back to New York.
Yeah. But you're part of the Bad Boy Crew, so
Yeah,
you
I'm on
want
the
to make
Bad Boy
sure
crew.
and
Yeah.
pump it up a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, Damian Maya is
Yes.
going to be there. Alexander Gustafsson is going to be there.
Gustafsson.
Brandon Vera, obviously. Eric Silva. I mean, some of the biggest names in the UFC going to be there this weekend.
Right.
So you can go and check it out too. You don't have to participate, right? You can go and buy a ticket and just watch, right? If you're a fan.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's
if
cool.
If you're really overweight, or if you never, you just like have a thing where you don't want to touch the mats,
Right.
just go
I don't know why
there.
you're looking
Just
at
go
me,
there, buy a
Chris.
ticket, and get to watch.
That was kind of hurtful, but
I wasn't looking at it.
He just slid you a ticket.
yeah, he's like,
Hey,
Yeti,
no.
you need this. All right, just show up, buddy. This one's on me, in fact. No, this is going to be a huge event, man.
Just bring attention to childhood obesity. It's something we have to fight.
Yeah, that's
No
Is it
doubt.
the fact that we have 10 pounds of candy sitting
Yeah,
right
don't-
here?
where's that at?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
don't-
hiding.
I got Halloween candy.
You know what's
for
funny?
us.
I've been dying for some honey because for some reason we built a new house and we don't have honey in my house.
Yeah, green tea and honey. Sky and I
What a
are.
I
random
usually
thing
have it on my
Switch.
peanut butter sandwiches and my tea.
Nice, Chris.
And
Oh,
I've
what
been
are
dying.
you, Elvis? Honey and peanut butter?
Oh,
Oh,
that's
it's delish.
born and raised on that thing, man.
Did you ever put a little
I don't even eat
banana
dinner.
on that bad
Oh,
boy?
banana,
Oh,
too.
please. Come
Sweet.
on.
Yep.
Come on.
I don't like putting banana. It's just that's like a special occasion. If we're doing banana,
Yeah,
honey,
let's not
and
get
peanut
crazy.
butter, because that's really like dessert and sweet.
Yeah.
If I'm like a normal day, I'll do peanut butter and honey, and then I also do just peanut butter and banana.
So you don't go
But I don't
jelly?
put them together unless it's like a really special occasion.
Yeah.
Christmas or something.
Yeah. You want me to blow your
Like your
mind, Will?
birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Waffle with peanut butter,
No, stop.
honey, and banana.
You're getting
Stop.
crazy.
Gross.
Dude.
That sounds
Crazy.
really good.
Dude, do
Stop.
it.
Why?
You know what I used to have growing
Too
up?
much.
This will sick you guys.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, it sounds
Oh,
nasty,
no,
but
I
I can't even have
no.
it now. But my favorite,
No.
it was my special recipe. In a bowl, I would have peanut butter, jelly, honey, with milk in a bowl.
Just in a
Oh my
like,
gosh. What the F?
consistency, like, right?
Would you mix it or would
No.
you put it all in there and then just
My favorite is the peanut butter, so I'd always get more
You love
peanut butter in
peanut
there than
butter.
anything else, and I just like rub it into the jelly, a little bit of honey. And just,
Do you ever take a scoop of peanut butter and dip it in M&M's?
no, but that's a good one.
It's
too.
good.
But wait, why the milk? Why did you put the milk in?
Listen, I was a
Was it
young kid
cereal?
and I was very creative.
Did you not have parents?
I'm a chef, man.
Really creative.
That's delicious.
Yeah.
I'd be walking around the hood with it. Actually, I remember getting some kid kicked it over the fence and I lost all my milk and
Oh,
my peanut
no.
butter, and it was over a fence. I couldn't go get my bowl.
What?
I was not happy. I'm not. This is actually a true story.
Is that what made you become a fighter?
And ever
For
since
sure.
then, I'm like, don't mess my peanut butter, honey, jelly.
Chris Weidman loves peanut
He
butter.
loves peanut butter.
We
Who
know.
knew?
I love.
Makes
Honestly, my mom, she would make dinner, pretty much every night. I'd
Yeah.
never eat. Because I'd always eat peanut butter and jelly or peanut butter and honey before.
Now, have you tried? Because I used to be like that. And they have like out of New York actually like specialties. So they have a white chocolate peanut butter, like a maple syrup peanut butter now.
Yeah, I'm a normal.
You're a
peanut butter
traditionalist?
guy. Yeah,
I'm
but
telling you, I switched over to almond. It's a maple.
I could do
almond
that.
butter.
Oh, not maple. I've never done the maple.
Well, instead of like regular sugar, they add just
Maple
maple
Oh, really?
syrup, maple cane, and that's like kind of the
Anything with peanut butter in it, man.
You're good.
I'm
You're
good
in.
to go, man. My favorite ice cream is chocolate peanut butter.
There,
Oh my
see?
Just
gosh,
say,
you love peanut butter.
And even if I get like vanilla with hot fudge, I'm throwing peanut butter on top
Oh
of it.
my gosh.
Wow.
Yes.
It's no joke.
Yeah,
awesome.
I love my peanut butter.
I guess
Protein,
so.
protein.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
no doubt.
had a debate this morning. If you're gonna go for a candy, is it gonna be Reese's Pieces or the peanut butter M&Ms? Because I think the Reese's peanut butter is hands down one of the best.
Reese's Pieces.
See, I like these peanut butter M&Ms.
If I'm gonna do like a whole bag of it,
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh,
I'm doing the peanut M&Ms.
Nice.
The Reese's
Oh!
Pieces becomes too much. It's too sweet.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
It gets me.
Sorry, Rob.
I'm not a crazy sweet tooth.
Yeah.
guy.
Me either.
Now
Yeah.
you realize now that you're the champ, Halloween comes around. I think you got to go full size candy bars.
It's true.
I think you're gonna
Right.
hand out full
You
size
have
candy
to.
bars, Chris.
Right, it's true.
If I was in the same town that I grew up in, never left,
Yeah.
which I just left recently,
Yeah.
I definitely would have to do that because
Yeah.
everyone knows
They
where
would
I
know.
live.
They're like,
Everybody's
"You're
like,
champ."
"Oh, I'm going to Chris Webb's house."
Right? And you hand out those little
Always
bite
give it
size
up.
ones, and you're like, get out of here,
Yeah,
guys.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's my reputation on the
So,
line.
so
Yeah,
what you're
yeah.
saying
Dix
is now-
Hills, where I live now, they don't even. I don't. There's a few people that know I moved in.
Yeah.
But other than that, the kids.
So you're saying you can get away with handing out the bite-sized mini candies.
I send my wife to the door. I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about a thing.
Well, honestly, dude, congratulations on winning the title, man. It was an
Yeah.
unbelievable fight, unbelievable experience, and good luck in the rematch, man. I can't wait for it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Coming up in December, and go check out the Bad Boy Crew Alliance
Yeah.
Training Center in Chula Vista this Saturday, 10 a.m. All these top athletes going to be there, teaching, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, Muay Thai, boxing, the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
You can go
go.
to alliancegym.com if you want to
Can I
register.
plug something too?
Yeah.
Are we running out of time?
No.
Oh,
You're the champ, bro.
well, ChrisWeidman.com.
What's
Oh,
up?
Number
hey
one.
now.
Number two,
Peanut butter recipes?
champchallenge.com.
Okay.
For the first time ever in any sport, you're gonna have full access to my whole camp. If you
Ooh.
pay like a membership fee, yeah, it's gonna be actually my gym is gonna have like cameras around the gym and
Whoa.
24-hour access is gonna be watching me.
Big time.
Sick.
Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty cool. And on top of that, every single day you wake up, you'll have my nutritional plan for the day, so you kind of follow
Peanut
with
butter,
me.
milk,
My whole
jelly,
training
honey.
camp.
Peanut
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All
You
day
get to wake
peanut
up,
butter.
eat like me, and
Yeah.
train like me. You'll have every workout I do, and you actually get to see videos of me training.
That's sick.
And what's that website?
Champchallenge.com.
I love that.
Champchallenge.com, and follow you on Twitter.
I follow me on Twitter, Chris
Oh, I wanna
Weidman
do that.
UFC. How
There it is.
rude! You guys didn't ask me.
There it is. See, I threw it out there.
I'm out of it.
That's it. That's it. I gotta go get my Anderson Silva shirt back on.
Childobesity.com.